Born with 2 legs instead of 4. But this disabled doggy puts even able-bodied humans to shame. Find out why.
The amazing thing about dogs is that they live in the moment, they're so spirited.
Do you have what it takes to be a foster parent to abandoned, traumatized kitties?
At any point of time, there's actually at least about 200 cats looking for home.
Wow.
So really adopt and don't shop.
And what do celebrities Nat Ho, Vanessa van der Straten, and Sheila Sim have in common? All this and more on The 5 Show. Please welcome your hosts, Yasmin Cheng and Chuan Lai.
Hello, Kitty, and welcome to The 5 Show.
Now, Uncle Teo's gone for an extended toilet break, so tonight it's back to Lai! Yay!
Are you sure I don't have to go to the toilet now? No, I don't need to, don't worry. Someone should tell him to stop overdoing the kopio.
Yeah.
Anyway, tonight's show is all about our furry friends.
Now, a couple of recent news articles have reported really disturbing cases of cruelty to animals. I don't know why human beings do this, honestly. Now, one article was on an owner who threw his unwanted dog in a plastic bag. Would you do that to your dog? Never, right?
No, not at all. Anyway,
Yeah.
my dog wouldn't fit a plastic bag. But while another was about someone in Pasir Ris who deliberately poisoned 7 cats. The authorities are still investigating the case.
That's terrible. So tonight's show is dedicated to the unfortunate innocent animals that are neglected, abused and unwanted.
And we'll also be talking to some people who have devoted their time and lives to helping these abandoned cats and dogs.
Now, first up is a lady from the Cat Welfare Society, meet Nabisa, who volunteers as a foster mom to felines who have been abandoned and abused.
Please be warned that some of the images may be rather graphic, so viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Nabisa. I'm 46 years old and I work as an administrator. I have been fostering cats for about 6 years now, since I knew CWS itself. It's through them that I was able to know how to do rescuing and rehoming of cats. Rescuing and rehome is usually you take a cat that is really in need of help out of the street, those abandoned cases who don't stand a chance out there and who are not street smart enough like our community cats. The most fulfilling part about rescuing a cat is finding them a responsible home, because they were found abandoned, they were found abused. So this is like giving them a second chance of life. When I give them up, there is always a difficulty there, but I always try to draw a line two at the same time, trying to not get too emotionally attached to them two at the same time. But knowing that they are in a good, responsible home, that is already a huge fulfillment for me. The story that stands out the most for myself would be Busuk. He was a cat that was rescued by an elderly lady. She found him in a box sealed, and he was in a very, 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 very bad shape. He had maggots all over his face. His whole right face is almost like torn. And he stayed at the vet for about 3 months plus, and we needed a lot of funds for him. His funds was raised through Facebook by creating awareness. All the photographs and receipts, everything were uploaded onto Facebook itself and shared by people who are on my Facebook friends. We managed to raise about 3,000 over just for him, yeah, and he recuperated well at the vet. Cats, very good pets to have. They're naturally very clean. They are very playful. They've got a lot of characters in them. They're independent too at the same time. The thing I like about them is that they are calming to you too at the same time. When you come back from work stressed or something like that, when you pet them, you hold them, you see them play, and it just relaxes you. I look at these cats as my family. They are part of the unit of the family too at the same time. I take care of them like my own, yeah, and they are my fur kids.
Oh, look at the little face. Look at the little face.
Oh, so how many Oz were there in your living room when you were watching that video?
About 10 million.
I think so. But if you've got a soft spot for homeless kitties, you can help by donating towards the cost of medical care and treatment.
Just go to www.catwelfare.org/special appeals. Now it's time to meet our guests for tonight. Please welcome Vanessa van der Straten, Sheila Sim, and Nat Ho.
Hello, guys!
Hello. The last time Nat was on, he was talking about his cats as well, and we questioned him on some catticut. And he was very good.
Yeah, well, that's why we've got him back.
Yeah.
And while you were watching the video, they were all seated here and they were awing many times.
Okay, are all of you cat lovers or dog lovers?
Both, but lean towards the cats,
Ah,
definitely.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sheila.
me too as well.
Okay, Nat, obviously cat lovers. And on this
Well,
side,
that's why we've got them here, because they've all adopted cats, we understand, right?
Yeah.
But on this side, we have the doggies.
dog lovers,
Yeah,
yes,
the
dog
dog
lovers on this side.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Great Wall of China over here. No.
So, what's the story behind your pets? Where do you adopt them, and why did you adopt them? Let's start with Vanessa.
I got both my cats really just right from the street. Van der Straten in Dutch actually means from the street. So my cats are also taken right from the street. One's from Bishan, one's from Changi.
So what? You just saw the cats, and you go, hey, then you picked up.
Oh
and
no!
went home.
It was definitely a moment of need for them.
Okay.
Yeah. So my boy, it was a rainy night. He was alone and shivering under a tree. So I gave it some food, and he started to follow me around. So I was still in school back then. Every night that I would go to the study corner and do my work, he'd just show up, and he'd just want to sleep on the table, and pass wind. That was really smelly.
Wow, you know when a cat's
Yeah.
really comfortable with you.
Oh yeah.
Fart in your face.
Yeah, and we started blaming each other. My friends and I, that was you, right? That was you. No one ever thought it was a little black cat next to us.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
that's a boy.
That's the boy, and the girl was my brother found him. Actually, found her. Sorry, at Changi where he was serving NS. Yeah, picked her up because she was alone on the tarmac, and she was only about 3 weeks old. So we brought her home.
Oh, that would have been really small. Like,
Really tiny
she would
little.
have just fit on one palm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, what about the both of you? Are your cats adopted from shelters, or are they off the streets?
Sheila.
It would actually be fair to say that my cat adopted me because, well, on the second day that my grandfather passed away, I found her in my house.
Huh?
Yeah,
What
I
do
stayed
you
in
mean
the HDB, so amongst all the door that was open, the cat came into my house and was sleeping on my shoes when I found her. So when
Your feet must smell very nice.
I know, right?
Come, smell.
She was 3 months old when she found me. So, but my dad is very against me having a pet at home. So right now, at this point, she is with my friend till I have my own house. Then she will come back to me.
So what about you, Nat? Remind us how you got your cat.
Well, I got my cat when I was filming Polo Boys, so my director actually picked her up.
And this director is the same director that is directing the Fire Show right now.
Like
right?
the one who's shouting in our ears right now.
Yes.
So yeah, and at that time actually, my mum was going through a dark time in her life because and on top of that, I was busy with work. My dad was away. My brother was in army. So I thought it would be good to have a living thing at home to accompany her. So I brought the cat back. Got a big earful, but now they are like really close. Yeah.
How has adopting this little fur kid changed your lives, Vanessa?
I think they've definitely made me much more patient, much more open to the idea of unconditional love. They seem to just instinctively know when you're upset, and they don't have to do anything. They just come and sit next to you. So I think my fur kids have definitely taught me how to love better, how to be a better listener in some strange way, even though they ignore me a lot of the time.
How about you, Sheila? How has your cat changed your life?
Well, actually, I got my first cat when I was 17. So prior to that, I was very afraid of cats because, very much like what everyone else thinks about cats. Yeah, they scratch, they bite, and they are very unfriendly. But after I got my first cat, I realized that they are not like that at all. They choose who they want to be close to, which makes you feel really special when they pick you. So from there onwards, well, that was when I was in Hong Kong. So my Hong Kong cats remained there with my friend. After which, when I came back to Singapore, I will always be feeding strays, sometimes together with Nat. We would go around, we see cats and then we'll buy packet food for them. It really gives you a sense of happiness, you know. I mean, because knowing that all these cats, they especially if they are stray, they really have a very hard life on the street. Sometimes they don't get to eat, or even if they get to eat, they don't eat proper food. So, I mean, I imagine myself to be them, and I think they are very brave, and I'm really glad that now I have my own. Yeah.
Aww. Coming up in just a bit, how did this little pooch who was born with only 2 legs end up not only overcoming a disability, but even paying it forward? We'll find out in just a bit.
When you adopt, you can feel proud about helping an animal in need. Not only do pets give you unconditional love, but they have been shown to be psychologically, emotionally, and physically beneficial.
You recycle your paper and plastic so it doesn't end up in landfills. And you know that recycled materials make all sorts of great things. A recycled pet can make something even better. They can make you happy.
Welcome back to The Vibe Show.
Tonight's show is all about our furry friends, and no, I'm not talking about hairy men. I'm talking about the ones who are helpless, the ones who have been helped, and also the ones who are helpful.
Ever heard of the little ditty that goes, "Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite"? Well, with the dogs in our next story, your bed bug biting days will soon be over.
Dogs are born with acute senses that can be trained to do amazing things, especially the beagle. Come on, Detective Sparky, it's time to get to work. Let's go! Beagles are traditionally hunting dogs, but today, with their super noses, they can be super sleuths. Mon, together with Sparky and Pippa, form the perfect bedbug and termite sniffing canine team.
They are hunting dogs, right?
Yes, yes.
So their sensing is more accurate compared to human. So that's why we train and develop him to sensing bugs.
These dogs clock in a 6-hour workday and can comb through 20 properties in a week. Their training includes 2 half-hour workouts daily. Sparky is such a friendly dog. Does he get distracted on the job?
Yeah, definitely he get me distracted. Let's say if there is pets inside the house, that house, especially dogs and cats, because the scent remains into the house. We advise the client to leave the house, to bring out the dog 24 hours before we do the inspection.
Locating bed bugs and termites is very difficult as they hide very well. So now I'm here at one of the client's residence, and in my hands I have some bed bugs. I'm gonna hide them and see how fast Sparky takes to find them. With the human eye, it would usually take an hour or 2 to complete a search for one room. But Sparky has taken less than 10 minutes. Yay! Good job, Sparky! So, how do you know that he's found the bed bugs?
He will sit down, and then even I fool him, he won't move. He will get rewards from me.
I see.
So every time he finds the bugs, he gets rewards.
Now it's Pippa's turn, and I'm gonna hide some live termites.
Fine, Pippa girl. Show to me where is it fine? Very good girl.
Wow, she knows exactly which drawer the termites are in. Good job, Pippa.
Pips, good girl.
It's all about trust in this partnership. Together, Mon and his dogs make an excellent bug detecting team.
So cute!
But ew, I would never, ever, ever, ever let anyone do that to my house. No way! Don't introduce bed bugs into my house. No, no,
How about
no.
termites?
Maybe.
Rats? Cockroaches?
Yeah. But you know, as long as you've got that beagle right there, you're A-okay.
He is so cute. Anyway, here to talk to us about helpful and useful dogs, please welcome Coordinator of Healing Paws, Stasha Wong. Hey, Stasha.
Hi.
Ah, what are you doing right next to me? Where did you appear from?
Popped up like a bed bug.
Oh! No, too beautiful to be a bed bug. Anyway, so Healing Paws started in January last year, and it's an outreach program of Save Our Street Dogs, which means SOSD as well. Tell us a bit about SOSD and Healing Paws.
So SOSD is an animal welfare organization, and we are involved with rescuing, rehabilitating and rehoming stray dogs. So we want to advance the state of animal welfare in Singapore. And how we do it is we have 3 focus areas. We have education and outreach, we have rehoming, rescuing, and we also have, we advocate sterilization as a humane method to control the stray population. Yep. So Healing Paws is just another one of our outreach activities under education. And we hope to build a compassionate society by bringing our volunteer dogs to old folks' homes, children's homes, to the disadvantaged members of society, and by doing so, bring cheer to their day.
Okay.
Yeah,
so who do you reach out to?
Currently we have 7 to 9 beneficiaries. They range from old folks' homes to children's homes, like Assisi Hospice, who's also working with us to do a charity run. And we are going to work with the Cerebral Palsy Alliance Singapore. There's many different people.
Okay, so we're trying to reach out to as many people as we can. Oh, you know, there's this very touching story about Qian Qian, one of the dogs that SOSD rescued. So can you please tell us about her and how she's now part of the Healing Paws program?
So Qian Qian was born on an offshore fish farm called Kelong. Her first owners thought she was very lucky because she was born with 2 legs.
Qian Qian!
Yeah, that's her. She was the result of an unfortunate inbreeding thing. So they named her Qian Qian, called Money Money, because they thought that she would bring luck to them. And unfortunately, they didn't take very good care of her. So if you can see, she developed sores on the front of her chest because they let her roll in her excrement and just left her there to walk around. Yeah, but fortunately for her, she was rescued perhaps a year after she was born by a lady called Jenny, who took very good care of her. And Jenny took care of her for about 6-ish years until she fell sick herself. And that was when she called in SOSD to take over Qian Qian. And I mean, the one thing that struck them when they first saw her was how lively and how warm she was, and encouraging them to come on to the Kelong.
Yeah, it's as if she's got no disability the way she behaves, right?
The amazing thing about dogs is that they live in the moment. They're so spirited. So the thing about Qian Qian, we want to pass on her spirit to as many people as we can. That's why we decided to bring her on to the Healing Paws program. And people hardly see dogs in wheelchairs, so it's quite interesting when we bring her to the homes and the old folks are like, "Oh, what is this? She's in a wheelchair," and then you kind of encourage the old folks to get out of their wheelchairs and walk as well. It's inspiring.
She has a very, very inspirational sort of spirit. The minute you see her, the first thing you notice is that, she doesn't have any front legs.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, poor thing. But then right after that, right, that thought is gone from your head because she's like, hello, everybody!
She doesn't care.
What, she says, hello, everybody?
No, the feeling,
right,
she's so joyous.
She just wants to kiss you. And she doesn't have legs, but she'll try and stand up and lick your face. She's very cute. Yeah.
Are all dogs suited to be a part of Healing Paws?
No. Unfortunately, not many dogs enjoy the human interaction because sometimes it gets very stressful. So we do have a very stringent behavioral assessment before we bring in these dogs. It's conducted by Maureen, who's our advisor, and she is a professional animal-assisted therapist. So what we do is we subject the dogs to a bit of stress just to see how they cope. We pull their tails, we hug them really tightly because dogs don't actually like to be hugged. Contrary to popular belief, they get really stressed out because it's very threatening. Okay. So we pull their ears, we shout and scream at them.
It sounds quite funny. It sounds like go back and pull the dog's ears and the tail. I confirm get bitten.
Admit that's what you do at home, isn't it?
When I'm bored.
It can get a bit exaggerated, and we have to shout at them just to see that they can cope well in case anything bad happens.
Okay, well, Stasha, thank you so much for being with us, and we wish SOSD and Healing Paws program all the very best. And to Qian Qian as well, give her a little kiss from me.
I will.
Yes, and also in a while we'll be bringing 4 lovely beauties who can't wait to be your perfect companions. We'll see you in a bit. We have 4 perfect beauties here already, right? Animal shelters and rescue groups are brimming with happy, healthy pets just waiting for someone to take them home.
When you adopt, you get a fuzzy buddy who'll thank you with kisses or purrs for years to come.
When you adopt a pet, you get a new best friend in the bargain. I mean, what could be better than that? Seriously, what are you waiting for?
We're back, and tonight the focus is on our furry friends.
And with us in the studio are Vanessa, Nat, and Sheila. Hello. Hello. Welcome back. And also, they are proud parents of adopted cats. And now, guys, we're giving you a chance to expand your family. Right meow.
Right meow?
Right meow.
I like that. Anyway, with us, we've got Nabisa and Joanne from Cat Welfare Society. They brought with them 2 adorable kittens and 2 cats, and all of them are up for adoption. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, please introduce us to the cats. So this one is called...
Meow meow. This one is called Talia. She's about 12 years old, yeah, and she's tested FIV positive, something like a HIV, yeah, and their immune will be compromised, yeah. But apart from that, she's an absolutely lovely girl. She's very sweet, loving, but a little bit timid.
Right.
Yeah.
So what sort of families would be suited for to adopt Talia?
Talia is suitable for a family of an elderly couple or even adult too at the same time. She needs a house that is a little bit quiet.
Right. Can you imagine little kids pulling?
Can you imagine she in my house? No, that won't happen.
Too noisy. Okay.
I know, exactly. She'll like put her earplugs on. Let's move on to the next cat.
Ooh,
who do we have here?
This is Mr. Bond.
Okay.
As in what? James Bond?
No, as in Bonchet.
What is
Oh, as in like fat.
Yes.
But he is quite fat.
Bond, he's about 3 to 4 years old. He was found abused and he was rescued, and then he's up for adoption now. He has a very, very loving character, but he's only suitable for a single cat home.
What do you mean?
He just doesn't get along with any other cat.
Diva.
He's a diva.
Oh, right.
It's all about him.
He's a bit of a loner, I guess.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Diva, we'll let you be.
Let's move on to the 2 really cute kittens that we have here, and they are super.
How old are these 2 kittens?
They are around 2 months old.
Oh, it's meowing. Hello.
Oh, what do I do with it? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
This is Squid and this is Squiggle, and they were rescued from a school.
Oh, as in they were found.
Yeah, they were found.
How old are they
They
now?
are around 2 months old.
How do we go about adopting these cats?
Okay. Usually adoption procedure, we follow the Cat Welfare Society's guidelines. Yeah. First thing we will do is that we will send an adoption questionnaire. Yeah. And then once that comes back to us, we will screen the adopters to discuss with them any of the answers that is not right or anything like that. And then the next step is that we arrange for a viewing, and thereafter...
He's calling out for his brother, he keeps looking.
And then thereafter a viewing has been arranged. If both sides are okay with it, we'll arrange for a viewing at the adopter's home, yeah, to see whether the home can be cat-proofed or not, and also to visit the whole family members to see whether everyone is agreeable to adopting a cat. And the last thing is that if everyone is all right with it, we will prepare an adoption contract. We'll let the adopters know to mash up all the window grills and keep them strictly indoors, and also get all their basic needs to be ready. And once we set the handover date, and then the cat will be going over to them, and we sign the adoption contract, and the cat is officially theirs.
I understand that both of them are siblings, right?
Yes, they are.
So would you recommend for them to be adopted as a pair?
Yes, definitely. These two would be good if they go together as a pair, as they are siblings.
Because they were so close.
Yeah, they're very close to each other. Yeah. And it's always good to have 2 kittens together too at the same time, so they have a playmate.
Right, okay.
Yes. At any point of time, there's actually at least about 200 cats looking for home.
Wow.
So really adopt and don't shop, and there's still a lot of cats waiting to go to good homes.
Yes.
You see, the cats are totally agreeing. They're like, meow.
Yeah, yes.
Take me home. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming on. And that's it for tonight's show. A big thank you to Vanessa, Nat, and Sheila for sharing their pet adoption stories with us.
There's so many abandoned dogs and cats out there that are waiting for homes and to be loved. So if you're thinking of getting a pet, please consider adopting instead of buying.
Yeah. Now, tomorrow night, we check out the fun and cool things to look out for at this year's Singapore Night Festival. But we also want to say a big thank you to Joanne and Nabisa from the Cat Welfare Society for coming on the show and bringing their amazing cats. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.